to be honest. So there's that issue. Since there is a problem with finding coal, that means I'm going to have to switch to another fuel source, either charcoal or propane. Honestly, the cost of propane forges is a bit prohibitive to me right now, so that's out of the question. So, but what I do have, okay, anyway, going back to the forge, as I took down my old fire pot, I also noticed that it's in bad shape and needs to be replaced. I kind of hate that, but it's time. It's an excellent forge for general blacksmithing or for small blades, but it's no good for heat treating these bigger blades that I'm doing these days. So that's another issue that I'm having to contend with. So what I got to do, I got to build a new forge. The forge is going to be put on the stand for my old one. I've welded it together, and to be honest with you, I'm not overly confident in my welder or my welding abilities. It's a cheap welder, and I guess I'm a cheap welder too. I don't know as far as mechanical welding goes on things that are not saw blades. But so anyway, I've welded the stand together. I'll be moving it back in here shortly, and what I'm planning to do here is to build pretty much a cob forge that will be side blown with three tweers that will be able to both forge the blades and then to heat treat and temper them, or not to temper, but to heat treat them. Now one of the tweers will be dedicated on, always. The one closest to the smith will be on, whereas the other two will have shut-off valves so that I open them as I need them to heat treat the size, whatever size blade I'm doing, up to a couple of feet long. This will not be my last forge. I will be building another one, and I'll learn from this forge as well. So there's a lot to learn there. We'll see how it works out. One issue about forges, about smithing and smelting, and yes, I'm going to be building a stack later this year and doing some smelting, or at least trying my hand at smelting. We'll put it that way. I might make a big mess. But it's a very, in your different cultures, it is a very religious and spiritual event. Here in this forge, as if you've seen my introduction video, I don't claim this as my forge. You'll hear me say my forge, but it's not my forge. I am a Christian. I am a believer in Jesus Christ, and as such, this is his forge. If it were on paper, yes, the business would say that it's mine. The authorities would say that it's mine. But this is not my forge. I have already prayed over the smithy area here. I have already prayed over this new work, and there will be rituals that I will do to hopefully to bring honor to my God in this, and that He will be in control of what I do here. How much of that I video, I don't know. But it will be done. Just rest assured knowing that it will be done. But if you look at the Japanese smelters and smiths, it is still to this day a very spiritual event for them. As such, they seek for such a high level of perfection in their blades, and that's obvious, and in their steel that they make, that's obvious. And I want to pursue that myself. Not so much the Japanese blades, but the level of perfection that they strive for. So anyway, we're going to shut up. Don't you hate videos where somebody spends 10 minutes talking and 2 minutes forging? So we're going to shut up and we're going to get to work. Hope you enjoy it.